Hi, this is DubStehdy, and this is my video tutorial to how to play Smashing Pumpkins today on the ukulele. Before we get started though, let's make sure our ukes are tuned to the standard tuning of G, C, E, A. Again. You can pause and repeat just to get your strings tuned accordingly. Okay. A little heads up, I do not have any props or whatever, video, computer editing, whatever, to show you how to finger your ukulele. But I do have a site that you can go to, has a link called Ukulele Chord Finder. It's called www.ukulele.nl/, and here you can go to find your chords and how to finger them. This is what it should look like. And I think you also can do ukulele play along. That's new. And there's your link. Just click on that. Click on the chords that you want, and it'll show you the fingering to each and every chord. Also up the fret as well. Okay, Smashing Pumpkins today. Let's start by plucking the intro. So plucking the intro, you should be on your 6th fret, and then just these two strings your fingers should hold, the bottom two. And then what you do is, I'm just going to show you, and maybe you can pause, repeat again to try to get the hang of it. This is how it goes. Saw that? And that's your picking for the intro. And from there, you can start strumming your verses chords, which are D major, D sharp major, A sharp major, and G sharp major. And G sharp major. Okay, let's do an example. Verse 1. Sorry. Here we go. Today is the greatest you've ever known. Can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's much too long. I'll burn my eyes out. And then the last line before I get out. Instead of hitting your G chord, G sharp major chord, you hit your C chord. Okay? And this should take you to your bridge, your first bridge. Before I get out, just go to your C and just strum it out to start your bridge. The bridge chords are F, G sharp major, and C. So let's see how it goes. It goes like, I wanted more than life could ever grant me. And then on the last line, up saving face. Instead of doing the same routine again, you go like this. Up saving face. The only change was replacing the C, the last chord, with like a combination of the G chord and the F chord. So again, up saving face. Got it? Okay. And from there you go back to your verses chords. The second verse is the same as playing your first verse chords, which are D major, D sharp major, A sharp major, B sharp major, A sharp major, and G sharp major. And then again, you're gonna hit the last note, the last word, the last, what is it?
before I get out. Instead of hitting your G sharp major chord, just hit your C, which should take you to the second bridge. So let me do an example of that before I get out.
Before I get out.
Now on the second bridge, it's a little bit more complicated. You have 4 chords that you're gonna strum. They are F, G sharp major, D sharp major, and A sharp major. It's better if you just write it on paper, or I should have it on the description box, all the chords and the where they go. Okay, so bridge. Let's do the second bridge. What is it? Pink ribbon scars. Okay.
Pink ribbon scars that never forgets. I tried so hard to let cleanse these regrets.
So F, G sharp major, D sharp major, and A sharp major. And at the last line, my belly stings. This is how it goes. What is it?
My belly stings.
So you substitute D sharp major and A sharp major, the last 2 chords, with G and F. So
my belly stings.
got it? If you're having a hard time, just pause and repeat. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it later. And then on the third, I'm gonna consider this as a verse. On the third verse, which is
Today is.
the chords are D sharp major. You can write this down on a paper if you want. A sharp major, D sharp major again, and then a G sharp major. Okay? So
Today is the greatest.
and then on the rise, which you're gonna have to play the high D sharp major note chord. The same thing, except it's on the 6th fret. It's kind of like playing your C, but you're playing it on the 6th fret. So on the rise, the chords I used for the rise, were my grammar: D sharp major, A sharp major, C, G sharp major, D sharp major, A sharp major, and C again. Okay? So yeah, just keep repeating that part on the video. Just keep repeating it until you get the hang of it. It took me a while too. And then your bridge, you'll be going back to your bridge, which is
I wanna turn you on.
I think that's a bridge, I'm not too sure, but it's the same chords as playing bridge 1. So let's try that.
I wanna turn you on. I wanna turn you on. I wanna turn you on. I wanna turn you.
And from this part, you go to your last verse, or I think last verse, the 4th verse. and it's today is the greatest. Today is the greatest day. That verse, I think I'm considering it a verse. What are the chords for that? I don't think I have it down here.
Today is the greatest. Today is the greatest day.
Okay, it's the same as verse 1 and verse 2. It's D sharp major, A sharp major, and G sharp major. And that should be the end of it.
Today's the greatest day now.
Day now, and from that part,
Day now that I have ever really known.
it's D sharp major,
Ever.
A sharp major, C, G sharp major, and then back to your D sharp major. You're gonna have to do it in a rise type of version.
That I have ever really known.
Now, if you're like a beginner, you can just strum the whole song. You know, it totally works. But if you want, like the way I did it in my video, I picked some parts of it. You can do that too. If you need help on that, maybe I can show you if I have time. I really hate making tutorials, to be honest. I'm not really good at it. Enjoy. I think that's all. Check the description box for the chords and where they go.